Hey y'all, I'm out here at Summit City Chevrolet in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm beside myself. I'm excited. The new Vettes came out a week ago. I'm shooting this on Tuesday, the 1st of October. So the new Vettes came out a week ago. Langenfelter has been teasing me with pictures of theirs. But of course, my buddy John Jennings, he knows the guys out here at Summit City, and they said, yeah, we got a Corvette, come shoot it. So we're gonna get to see the new Corvette. Let me get inside. I think Jeff's gonna be telling me about him. Let me run him down, and we'll take a look at this new monster. Jeff, how are you, brother?
Great, Scotty. How are you?
Outstanding. Tell me a little bit about the new Corvette.
Well, for 2014, the Stingray has been completely redesigned. There's a lot to talk about this car. Don't know where you want to start.
Let's start at the front. Let's get up here. Let's start right at the front, and we'll work our way all the way to the back so we don't forget.
Perfect.
Obviously, it's not just aesthetics.
Correct.
Everybody, the whole world's been anticipating the release of this car.
Right.
They just bated breath waiting for it to come out because it's just, what we've seen is gorgeous.
Right.
But they've done more than just make it cool looking.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what they've done.
Well, start here in the front. They have designed a lot of downforce and air movement through the car. A, for cooling the front brakes. B, you see that little vent in the hood. The biggest thing with that is when the air comes through the front grille, it pulls it out this vent here, also pulls engine heat out, and then creates downforce on the car.
Oh, how cool is
So
that?
at high speeds,
Right.
Puts downforce on the car and keeps the car planted on the track.
And doesn't let any pressure build up in there either, which is
Correct.
always a concern of, when you get going fast enough, you get enough pressure, folks, it'll lift the front of the car up.
Correct.
And that helps keep it stuck, plus cooling.
Yes.
Sucks heat up out of there.
Absolutely.
Cool. No, I like that. I love the lights, too.
Yeah, and these got the LED driving lights. I'll turn those on real quick so
Right.
you can see what that's all about.
The ones on the side didn't open up. Are these lights here?
Yes. Those are your turn signals.
Oh, they're turn signals.
Second half engine.
You gotta have it on?
Turn signals are cool.
Yeah,
I don't have the key, so it won't go on. But yeah, that's your turn signal.
I gotcha. What's that? Why is it beeping now?
That's
Lights are
because
on.
I got the
Lights on.
manually
Yeah,
on.
I gotcha, I
But
gotcha.
These are your driving lights now.
Oh, okay. So those other ones don't. Turn them down to the, okay, I got you. Turn it on just to the driving light. Cool. Man, that's cool. That is sweet. Awesome.
One of the things too, we'll pop the hood here.
Yeah, let's look under the hood.
And this isn't called an LS.
I don't know which way it opens. All
It's
right.
not called an LS engine anymore. Now it's they're back to the LT1.
Oh, really?
Yes. 376 cubic inches.
So this isn't an LS7 or anything like that? 6, 5, 9,
this is
10?
This is a new LT1.
The new LT1.
Correct. And one of the things they've also done too with the radiator setup is if you look at the past C6 Vettes, they were actually tilted the opposite way.
Right?
Okay, and they called them, one of the instructors said they called it a front breather or whatever. I can't remember its correct terminology.
Right.
But the reason the radiator is now canted and tilted forward is for cooling and also airflow.
Okay.
So they've done a lot of different things. The new engine, horsepower-wise, is 455 and 460. If you get the performance exhaust, it's 460 horsepower and 465 foot-pounds of torque.
Now, would that be part of the Z51?
Nope, Z51 is a suspension package.
Oh,
performance
okay.
and handling package.
So what do you have to do to get the hotter motor?
All you got to do is get the performance exhaust, which raises at 5 horse and 5
Okay.
foot-pounds of torque.
And who makes the exhaust? Is it like Borla or is it a General
No, it's
Motors
through General
exhaust?
Motors.
Yeah, cool.
They probably have a supplier that makes it.
Right,
I'm
right.
sure who does that.
Now, is that hood carbon fiber?
It is all carbon fiber.
What other carbon fiber pieces?
The other carbon fiber piece you would have is your top. And we'll pop they've got a couple different tops. You've got this one, which is all painted, and then you can order the carbon fiber exposed, which means that the side rails here are body color, and then the center is all exposed carbon fiber.
Oh, but that's cool.
Yeah, and then they also have a transparent roof where you can see through.
Like glass?
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
smoked plastic or composite. So 3 top options. And then they also have a carbon fiber dash option, which this car does not have, but your surround around the dash and around the touchscreen is
You
all
can
carbon
get all
fiber.
that from General Motors.
Yep, you can
Okay.
order it when you order your car.
Wow. Now these first ones you get in, how much control did you have over what you were getting, or is it just kind of like send me one as quick as you can get it?
No, we actually ordered this one for a customer. His name is Phil Platt, and this is the exact way he wanted the car ordered. Right now, as of today, the Z51 package is on constraint, so if we got allocation for one, which we just did yesterday again, we couldn't order Z51 because it's on constraint. So
Oh.
sometimes General Motors will have constraints on certain options and packages, and then you just have to
What would
take
you,
what you get.
right now, I guess there's just limited numbers of those Z51s out there, and that's why they're,
Correct,
you know.
correct.
And I guess there's probably people that are racers or this or that, and they're probably sucking those up first. you
Yeah, I
know?
mean, it's definitely a production track car. You can take a Z51 car and take it right to the track and compete competitively.
Man, that's cool. Can you turn it on so I can see what that dash display looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have the keys.
I've driven.
All right. Man, guys, look at that. And they put the Stingray name back on it. Right? 6-speed, 7-speed. 7-speed manual. Now, is that 7-speed? Is that a new transmission for this car?
It is.
Wow, that's nice. That looks good.
Yeah, and you've got 5 different driving modes in the car. Okay, you've got a wet mode. Obviously, wet mode would be any kind of inclement weather, rain, snow.
Right?
You've got an eco mode. What an eco mode does is that's your best fuel economy mode. If you're driving on the highway, that's going to get your best fuel economy.
Right.
You've also got a touring mode. Now, within these modes, you can switch the exhaust off and on.
Okay. So you can open the headers up on this?
It's open right now.
We'll get back here. We're in the showroom, so we won't wind it up, but yeah, it sounds good.
And then you can turn it off.
Oh, wow,
So now I just turned the exhaust off.
Well, now it sounds like an electric car. You can't even hear it. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, it's just a button?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, and a touch screen. How cool is that?
Now, if you turn it off, and then you go to sport mode, sport
comes
mode's
on.
automatically open, but it's open to a different tune, actually.
Tone, yeah.
Yeah, and they don't Spring Mountain Motorsport Ranch and the professional drivers out there and the GM trainers that we had don't recommend driving the car in sport or track mode on the street.
Right.
But every time you switch a mode, it changes 14 different things.
It's really doing something.
In the
It's not
suspension,
just,
in the engine,
right.
it changes 14 different things.
It's not just giving you a stiffer suspension. It's recalculating the
It's
way you're going
doing-
to drive the car.
It's changing steering, changing
Ratios and
braking,
everything, yeah?
changing everything. 14
Wow.
different things it changes.
Holy cow. That's cool. What's going on with these paddles? It's a stick, but
Well-
it's got paddles.
Okay, what the paddles are, Scotty, is if you look on there, it says rev match.
Right, I saw that.
Okay, a professional driver, when they're driving a road course, when you're going into a corner, they'll heel and toe the brake and
Right.
the throttle. They'll blip the throttle when they downshift,
Right.
so you don't lock up the rear end. So when rev match is engaged, as soon as you go through the gate with the shifter, it automatically blips the throttle for you. So when you go to your downshift, your smooth downshifts into the corners.
No kidding.
Yep,
So even if you can't drive, it'll do it for you.
it does it for you.
Man. Awesome, man. Tell me more. Tell me more. What else we got going? You say that there's all the support on this car comes from underneath.
Yes, everything on the 14 Stingray is an aluminum chassis, where before it was on the Z06 and the ZR1.
Right.
And what they have done through the tunnel is strengthen the car up to 56% more in strength. They've reduced a ton of weight, but also strengthened the car with the aluminum chassis.
Cool. Give me some times. Everybody wants to know those. You had those earlier.
Yeah, you've got 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. You've got quarter mile at 12.0 at 119 miles an hour. You've got 60 to 0 at 107 feet. And then again, all this stuff built into this car, you can put it on the road, and with a 7-speed manual, you'll get 17 to 29 mile per gallon.
Holy cow, you get almost 30 miles a gallon.
Yep, you go to an automatic, and it's 16 to 28.
I'll
And
take it.
And one of the things they've done with the new car too is it's got active fuel management, which is the first time ever in a Corvette.
Really?
Yes.
And what's that do? Shut cylinders down or something?
Correct.
Yeah. Wow. And how many horse did you say they're claiming out of the new LT1?
Without the performance exhaust, it's 455.
Boy, that's going to jack some people up, buddy. Let me just tell you, when they figure out the LS motors are gone away, or they're not, they're developed back to an LT1 again, I don't know how people are going to take that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's cool. I love. What about this little? I guess that's a Stingray emblem on it, right?
Stingray.
Now again, I don't know much. I just know what's cool, and this car's cool. They had gotten away from calling them Stingrays for a while, right?
Yes.
Is this the first time since a few years?
First time since I want to say 76.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yes. Back
Man.
to the Stingray.
And then what about these louvers up here on this front fender? They do anything for me?
Yeah, that's again part of the airflow movement in the car. As far as brake cooling and bringing air through the car to keep the downforce on the car, and like you said, keep the pressure.
So it really works?
Yes.
It's not just looks,
Every vent is functional, except for these two back here.
right?
These are functional on a Z51 package, okay?
And what do they do?
This one is a tranny cooler if you have the Z51 package. The one on the other side is a differential oil cooler.
Wow.
And without the Z51, then they're just blocked off.
Blocked off.
Yeah.
I guess you could add that to one if you wanted to, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you could. Man, that is just a cool car. And the best part is what's this car sticker for?
Base Corvette is $51,995.
And you get one all the way loaded out right now, and you're going to be right around ballpark me.
You're probably going to be right around that 70 grand range.
70 grand. Man,
For every option you can put on it.
for what you're getting, that is an absolute bargain in today's market. And then what do you have, like a card you keep in your pocket for proximity? Or how's that work? Because it's got a push button start now,
Yes.
right?
It's actually got a key fob. And you just have the key fob in your pocket
Okay.
or on yourself, and then it detects it when you walk up to the car.
Okay.
And you can program it to lock when you walk away. It detects your distance and then it'll automatically lock the car.
All right.
And then also when you walk up to it, it detects your distance and you just put your little fingers on the keypad in the door and just open it.
Man, awesome job, boys at GM. Anything else you want to tell me about it?
No, I think that's about it right now.
Man. And if somebody wants to get one of these Corvettes through you, they just get with Summit City. You guys got a website or something?
We do SummitCityChevy.com.
All right. And then one of the owners was talking about holding a contest, folks. So if you go over to Summit Chevy Facebook page and like them when they post this video, they're going to draw for an iPad or an iPad mini. I'm not sure. Check the rules. There's going to be rules and regulations. But the cool thing is get over to Summit City Chevrolet and like their Facebook page. Check out this vet. And this is the first one I understand. There's going to be people I know that'll debate this with me. This is the first one in Fort Wayne, and I guess y'all got to be.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, you got to be some kind of Chevrolet dealership to get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. Have you spent any time behind the wheel, Jeff?
Yeah, just a little bit last week out in Pahrump, Nevada.
Did you get to beat up on it?
Yeah, we did. We got to drive it on a road course, a dry oval, a wet figure eight, and a slalom course, dry slalom.
Wow.
And we got to compare it against the new Porsche 911 Carrera S and the Boxster S.
Right. I won't even ask because I know what the answer is to that. I'm sure it kicked its butt. Yeah,
No
it's not
comparison.
That's not
And those are
even the same
$100,000+
league.
cars, and this one.
They're only in the same league by price.
Right.
Right, but not by performance or looks or anything.
Well,
like
actually,
that.
the new Porsche is a $100,000+ car. This, starts at 51.9 and somewhere in between 51.9 and 70 grand, depending on your options. But with the Z51 performance package, you can literally take this car to the track right now and compete competitively.
Right. Man, that's cool. And when this one's sold, do you have any more?
We've got 6, but they're all spoken for.
Somebody's looking for one. What's their best chance? When do you think that?
just to come in and give us their
Get
name
in
and
line?
number. Yeah, give us their name and number, put a deposit down, and as we get allocation, like I said, our first go around we got 6. We'll get more. Most dealers aren't getting any. There's only a couple dealers in this area, and obviously we're one of them.
Now tell me, these cars, is that a rubber bumper in the back?
No, it's actually Taj Jekshire is the chief engineer for the Stingray, and he calls it a nano composite. It's a new material that they just came out with and designed for this car. Couldn't tell you the particulars of that.
No, yeah, you don't know the breakdown?
They call it a nano composite. It's lighter, stronger. You'll see the body fitment panels and the gap lines are much closer together because you don't have the expansion and contraction
Right.
like you would with the old material.
And
So-
what's the normal, the rest of the body? Some of it's carbon fiber, but what's the rest of it made out of?
The chassis is
Same kind of
aluminum, yeah, and then of course the interior panels are just made out of.
Yeah, no, I got you. But I guess my question is this and this are both that nano composite, right?
Right.
Okay, I got you. Whereas before it would have a, I don't know, I may be outdated, a rubber-looking bumper on it. Now the body panels and the bumper are made out of the same material.
You know, I
So there
can't,
must be some flex
yeah,
or
and I
something
can't
to it.
honestly answer if the front and rear bumpers are made out of the same material, but
Right.
the actual body panels, the doors, the fenders, the quarters
Right.
are made out of that nano composite.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to get that straight. Cool. Man, just a beautiful car, like I said. It's a good time to be a Chevrolet dealership, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It's something, they gave you something that you can be as proud as anybody of.
Well,
Man.
they've spent a lot of time designing and engineering this car, and most, actually, all of the engineering came, a lot of it from the Corvette race team. So,
Right. Developed on the track,
Yes,
built for the street.
exactly.
That's it. Jeff, you've been awesome, brother. Thanks so much
Thank
for your
you,
time,
Scotty.
man. Folks, there you go from Summit City. You gotta understand that Summit City Chevrolet is a tongue twister. Summit City Chevrolet in Fort Wayne, Indiana. There's the new Corvette. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See you.